Again, it's me, Mr. Mike, and that's what they called me in prison. That was my prison alias, by the way. There were so many Mikes in prison, we had to have aliases, and that's what they named me. And it's funny because the first year of my freedom, I worked at Burger King, and guess what they nicknamed me? Mr. Mike. Anyway, if your day's not going great or not, hey, watch this video. I guarantee you will laugh at this. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel, go ahead and pogo stick all up and down on the subscribe, like, and notifications button, please. Thank you. Does everybody remember what a pogo stick is? Y'all remember that? This channel is slowly transforming. There's a lot more coming here too. Stick around. All right, let's get to the madness. Today's story is about a guy named Russell. And this is the easiest money that I ever made in prison. This was in segregation at Nottoway Correctional Center. And to start it off, the two COs began conducting showers starting at cell 1. I was on the top tier, and during shower time, a lot of guys get on the door and talk through the crack in the door. Many guys are active because it's shower day. You have to get up if you want to shower. Now, like I said, two COs are required to do showers. They restrain you while you're in the cell. The cell door does not open until you are fully restrained. Then the cell door will open and the two required COs escort you to the shower. When they do showers, they lock you inside. There's a gate with a lock. So the guys that are taking showers, they will get on the gate and face the pod and, talk to their buddies or whatever. Some people can't handle segregation. They're not built for it. So just seeing a person walking to the shower is enough for them to get a little excitement for the day. That's another reason guys stay up and stand on the doors. They want to see who's in the hole. And you can see because each person is being escorted to the shower one by one. So when they got to cell 4 and the door opened, immediately the inmate stepped out and he looks up towards my cell. He hollers, "Hey, cell 32. I was already on the door, but I was ignoring him because I don't know him. I didn't recognize him. Know what I mean? So he yells up at my cell again. "Hey, Mark, listen, man. I know you're mad. I'm sorry about your TV, man. I didn't mean to do it. They made me do it." What the hell is he talking about? My next door neighbor in cell 31, we kind of whispered back and forth through the crack of our doors because our cracks faced each other. We could talk and see each other, kind of. I whispered to him. I said, "Watch this. I'm going to fuck with his head." Cell 31 was like, "Oh, shit. You don't know him?" I was like, "Hell nah. I ain't never seen him in my life." Cell 31 just laughed. So by now, this guy was locked in the shower. I then yelled down to him, "Hey, look, man. I don't remember your name, but I definitely remember you, though." He yells back, "It's Russell, the one that stole your TV." What? I said, "Yeah, I know that part." I said, "Bro, you know how long it took me to get a new TV?" He ain't got no idea what he just walked into. He just leaned his head down on the gate and shook it. And he raised up and he yelled up to me, "Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna make it right, man. I promise, man." And he asks, "How much did the new TV cost you?" On commissary, they're $237. But I told him, I was like, $500, man. So he yells up to me, "Will your people work with Western Union, man?" I told him, "Yeah, they'll work with whatever you got." I told him, "Yeah, we can swap information later. But for now, we're going to get off the door with it." Because when you start talking money, other people start listening. And if you pass information out loud, other people will pick it up. There's 46 more people in there to hear it. Back in them days, this was, 2003, I think. But back in them days, that's one of our main ways to collect money in there, Western Union. So he said, "Okay, man." Before he went to the shower, though, I yelled at him. I was like, "Don't think about going to that yard until I get that money." I made it sound like he couldn't go to population unless I got that money first. His eyes got real big, and he had this blank look on his face. And he yelled up in a panicked voice, "Okay, I got you, man," nodding his head. Cell 31 was LMAO. the whole time. Now, I thought this dude Russell was just talking bullshit, man, like I was. But I went ahead and sent him a name and a zip, just in case. Just in case he was for real. And again, he told me he was sorry and he was going to take care of it. So listen to this. This is where it gets funny. So I left the hole, went back to the yard, no longer thinking about it. Time passed, a little bit of time. One day I called my buddy. He was like, look, I got $500. What the Are you serious? Cha-ching, cha-ching. But that's not even the funniest part. So maybe 2 months went by. It had been so long, it was turning fall time. And one day while we were all exiting the building, we were going to outside rec. All you could hear was somebody yelling at the top of their lungs, Mark, Mark. I didn't think nothing of it. My business was done. And some of the inmates on the yard around me, they was like, man, who the is Mark? Answer this dude. Then it dawned on me. Oh, shit. Man, I forgot about him. It was Russell. He had sent the money. So he was waiting on me to tell him so he could come out to the yard. He actually did it. Man, whoops. Sorry for letting you sit in the hole for nothing, Russell, for a couple months. My bad, buddy. I got the money months ago. He was just sitting there waiting on me to tell him something, and I forgot. Just to let y'all know, I don't do stuff like that. I'm not a predator. I did defend myself, and I made people respect me, but I don't just take people's money or con people like this. But this dude obviously stole somebody's TV or robbed somebody in prison. So he brought it to me and walked into it, and I capitalized.